You guys, I am sorry because I realized that I've been making a fucking mistake. And that mistake is the way that I answer your guys' questions, because the biggest question that I get by far, everyone's gonna know what I'm about to say, but the biggest question that I get by far is what time do you go to sleep? It's not even how do you wake up. Sometimes it's how do you wake up that early, but it's not how do you wake up that early. It's not why do you wake up that early. It's when do you go to fucking sleep? And I answer that question literally. I answer that question like when I give you an answer, it's gonna just flip a switch in your head. But what I really need to be telling all you guys is it's not when I go to sleep. It's not even why I wake up that early. It's not how do I feel waking up that early. It's who I am becoming by waking up so fucking early that it makes other people uncomfortable just to see it. It's who is the man that I have to become to execute on that day in and day out without missing. Because one thing I can say, out of everything that I've done so far, and I'm not acting like it's a whole shit ton of stuff, but out of everything that I've done so far, especially over the past year, the thing that I am most proud of is that wake up time. Because if you go on my highlights and you look through all my highlights, it is every single day, that early wake up. Every day. I haven't missed one time. Now, I need to go through that shit because there's some of the days that I forgot to actually click highlight, and there's probably some smart ass motherfuckers that will go through it and be like, oh wait, actually, August 23rd, 2023, I do not see an early wake up. I gotta fucking go through my fucking archives for you motherfuckers. But besides all that, it is, like I said, the man that I am becoming by doing this day in and day out. And do you guys get that is simply taking pride in doing things that other people are not willing to do? That's all it is doing things that other people are not willing to do. Because if I want to be different, and if you want to be different in the future, if you want to have a different outcome than 98% of the world, like 98% of the world is the same exact shit. There's the 2%ers though. And if you want to be a 2%er, you got to clearly do things that the 98% does not. And guess what? The things that the 98% does not is they do not wake up early. I can say that for fucking sure because everyone wants to stay in bed, feel comfortable. Everybody loves to, when they're tired, when they feel like they only got their 6 hours of sleep, they got to get to their 8 hours. Man, fuck that shit. And it wasn't until I had that mindset shift where it was like, fuck what the doctors say in this case. Fuck what science says in this case. And if I don't get that much sleep, I don't get that much sleep. And I haven't, man. I'm honestly, this watch, I don't even use it the way that I'm supposed to, meaning I don't look at my heart rate all the time. I don't look at my stress levels all the time. I don't look at my recovery number all the time. But what I do like to look at is my sleep because it's so low every single day. And I realize every time I see it, I'm like, I'm a fucking savage. I'm a fucking savage. Because I realize that I'm operating off of a level of sleep that no one else is willing to operate off of. No one else is willing to do what I do. And there's something that's so rewarding about that. And it's not cocky at all. The reason that it's not cocky at all is because I don't even get on my story and talk all this shit saying, I get up at this time and you motherfuckers don't. I don't say shit like that. But it's the self-confidence that I build by winning the battle versus that alarm every single morning. And that's what it is. I think I've talked about this on a video already, but it's winning the alarm, the battle against the alarm every single morning. Because none of you guys want to wake up later tomorrow. If I were to ask you, would you want to wake up earlier? Would you want to pick up that habit? Everybody would say yes. Everybody would say, yeah, it would be nice to wake up earlier because everyone understands that when you wake up earlier, you feel more productive, you feel better, you have better days overall. So all of your guys' conscience is telling you to wake up earlier. I know it is. But the fact that you don't follow through on it is exactly why you feel the way you feel about yourself. And it's exactly why you haven't made the progress that you want to make on yourself. Because you know you're supposed to be waking up earlier. You know your conscience is telling. It's not that you want to. It's that your conscience is telling you to. I'm sorry. Your conscience is telling you to wake up earlier, but you're not listening to it. And the fact that you've not listened to it over and over and over again, you have such a self-confidence and a self-trust level so fucking low that you don't have any sense of self-belief and you let fear dictate your life. But doing this little habit, I want you to just try for 1 week. Just commit to 1 week for me. 2 weeks, 1 to 2 weeks of waking up before 5 a.m. every single day. Before 6 a.m., we'll start easy. Before 6 a.m., commit for 2 weeks for me and tell me how you feel after. And I would love for just one person to do that. One person, do it for 2 weeks straight without missing. No matter how, if you get 2 hours of sleep, if you get 1 hour of sleep, if you get 6 hours of sleep, if you get the whole 8 hours of sleep, commit for 2 weeks and tell me how you feel. Because all of you guys have seen my stories. You've seen the early wake ups over and over and over again. And I'm sure everyone who has questioned it, right? Everyone has, and I don't blame you. If I was on the other end and I saw some motherfucker waking up at a crazy time, I would be like, I would be like, damn, or I'd be like, why? Or I'd be like, dang, like, how? I would ask all those questions too. But you don't understand that it's just getting the strength through repetition. We're supposed to repeat these habits every single day. We're supposed to repeat the early wake up. We're supposed to repeat the reflection, the journaling, the workouts, the macros. We're supposed to repeat these things every single day because guess what? Those are all the things that we can control. And if we committed to repeating the actions that we could control every single day, guess what happens when something that out of our control fucks us over? We understand that there are a few things in our control and we're going to execute on them anyways, and we're going to still stay in the high frequency. Because a lot of you guys, when something doesn't go your way, and I notice this, whether you get sick, whether someone fucks you over, whether, something happens to your car, whatever it may be, some of you guys are able to keep a true perspective. But you know how fucking rare that is? Most of you guys, 98% of you guys actually, 98% of you guys will allow that to take you over. Will allow the uncontrollable to force you to drift, get into a negative frequency, and stay in that negative frequency for such a long period of time. But if you commit to these small habits, starting with the early wake up, you're gonna watch your life change because you're gonna understand there are a few things that you can't control. And when you control the things that you can't control and make them so fucking uncomfortable for yourself, you're gonna realize that you're a fucking savage. And you're gonna realize no one can touch you, no one can stop you. And you're gonna realize that you have the supernatural, you have the spiritual world on your side at all times. Because you guys, let me tell you, you guys believe in God when it comes to solving your problems and being there to walk you down your path. You believe in God in that sense, but you don't believe in God to put you to carry you through an uncomfortable ass situation like running off of 5 hours of sleep. Because that's all that I've done. I run off 5-6 hours of sleep. Last night, 2 fucking hours of sleep. I'm not gonna say that on my story, and if you watch to the end of the video, you know how much sleep I'm running off of. 2 hours of fucking sleep, and I still fucking killed it today. And if you saw my story, you saw that 275 squat for 5 reps. Somehow. Just because I know I have God by my side. He's fucking powering me like a motherfucker. I love you guys. Commit to these habits, man, and let me know how you feel. I love you guys. I'm drenched. I'm so gassed right now. Let's fucking go.